Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What else am I supposed to say? Right now I'm actually in the middle of filming a get ready with me that is, well, I don't know when it's going to go up, but you may or may not see it before this video. So I want to explain to you exactly what I have going on right now. I have only laid down the foundation. I haven't done anything additional to my face. But before I did my brows, I wanted to stop the video and start a new one to show you how I put on my brows or how I do my makeup for my brows. And the reason I wanted to show you this is not because I have any special tips or tricks, but simply because I feel that my way is very simple, and for those of you who are very simple-minded or who do not want a very complicated brow routine, this may be a good video for you to check out. I keep mine very simple. I use, 2 products. I started using a brow gel because I do like that, but I've always used just like a brow, it's a pomade, it's not really wax. But anyways, I've always kept it very simple, and I thought that I might share it with you today. So here it is. Because this video is not going to be a voiceover or anything like that, I do want to go through the products very quickly with you that I use. And that is 2 products. The first one is the brow color, which is the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade, and I use the shade Blonde. This is a very, I guess it's the lightest color that they have. And you can put this on very dramatically, or you can put this on very lightly. This is about $18, so this is very pricey, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been the easiest way for me to apply makeup to my brows ever since I began doing brows. The way I used to apply that is just a small e.l.f. angled brush. Yeah, that's what it's called. e.l.f. small angled brush, and these are maybe $3, $2 or $3. They're not very expensive, but because it has the angle, it fits in the brow really well, so I just use that. And then recently I've been going over it with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which is really good. I've heard Jacqueline Hill talk a lot about this, so I was interested in trying it myself. She calls it the Gorilla Glue of brows, and it truly is. It leaves a bit of a hardness to the brow, so it really feels like, not like there's really glue up there, but I can see what she says by the Gorilla Glue. Like, it feels like they're really glued in place and they're not going to move. And you can feel that difference. However, it doesn't feel uncomfortable on my face. I don't really feel it when I make facial expressions. I can only feel it when I put my hand to it, which doesn't bother me. For an alternative product, I believe that if you were good at this, which I'm not, you could probably use any sort of brow powder or probably even an eyeshadow. You could use a cheaper brow gel or no gel at all. I try to somewhat shape them on my own. I just use a razor and shave away the hairs that I do not want there. I've never plucked them. I've never had them shaped. And what I try to do is, if you do not have a shaped brow, which I did not at first, they're not shaped now, but they're a little more shaped than they were when I started doing this. It's kind of just, you just want to create the shape that you desire. So with your brush and your makeup, just kind of draw on the shape that you want. I have been doing that for a while because my brow color is so light, no one has been able to notice that I did not color in some brow hairs. So one day when I had what I thought was a really good looking brow, I just trimmed the hairs around the makeup that I did not want. So I already had the brow drawn on, and I just shaved the patches of hair that I did not want there, and that worked. So ever since then, I've been trying to keep those patches of hair shaved, and I continue to do this method. But I find that it fills in the brows, especially with me because I have really light blonde brows, so you can't really see them, and I do prefer you to be able to see them. So that's really the only purpose that I have for filling in my brows. But I will do a quick demo for you now to show you how I do it. One more thing I forgot to mention, I actually use one more tool. I use the e.l.f. Professional Eyelash and Brow Wand. This looks just like a mascara wand, except it is for your brows. I'm sure all of you know that. And on days when I feel like I have too much product in my eye or on my brow, or I feel like it's clumpy, what I actually do is I take this and just comb through it just to brush the clumps out. It also helps to blend it a little bit. And then I will go in with the brow gel. And just so you know, I don't know if you can tell, but these are not exactly identical. They never are. Both brows have two completely different shapes to them, unfortunately. They each have a little curve right here, but in the very front, I think this one curves downward more and this one kind of stands out more straight. And every time I draw them on, I do just follow the natural shape of the brow. So this one is going to be a little bit more straighter in the front and this one is going to be a little bit more curved down. And I notice it every single time I do it and it drives me crazy, but I do not think it is that noticeable. And if you'll pay close attention to, no, that's not true. I was going to say, if you pay close attention to others' eyebrows, you probably notice the same difference, that they're not both identical. Even some of the really nice drawn-on ones on Instagram, some of them are not exactly identical, but that's not entirely true because they can draw theirs on and shape theirs really nicely, and I can't do that. But what I have always heard is that they are not identical twins, they are sisters. So as long as they look similar, you should be okay. But I take this and I just comb through real quick, well not real quick, but I comb through to get any of the loose crumbs out. And I actually have really long brow hairs that I don't really trim to be shorter, so that is why I like to take the brow gel and make sure that they're laid down so that they don't rise up outside of the brow for the rest of the day. That is it. I'm just going to apply the brow gel and then that will be it. While we're on the subject, let me explain to you why I like this brow gel. Also, the only other one that I've tried was a drugstore one, and it was very goopy when the wand came out. So my favorite thing about this, and this video is already becoming too talkative, my favorite thing about this is that when you pull it out, which I already have, there's no goop on the wand, but it still glues your eyebrows in place really nicely without a lot of extra product. Because of that, your eyebrows do not feel super soaking wet when you're done. It doesn't feel like any product is on there at all, actually. And that is it. That is all that I do for my brows. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!